Now, we're all used to Elon Musk controversies at this point, so nothing is really surprising when it comes to the billionaire. But this time, we're talking about a partnership between the Tesla CEO and Twitter. So what could Elon Musk be possibly thinking? Well, keep watching as we explain it during today's session. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons before we continue. We appreciate your support and commitment to our content. Now back to today's topic. Elon Musk has made a controversial offer to buy Twitter, saying that the company has extraordinary potential and he's the person to unlock it. The world's richest person will offer $54.20 per share in cash, valuing Twitter at $43 billion. The social media company's shares rose just 5.3% to $48.27 at the market open in New York as investors began to assess how one of the platform's most outspoken users will succeed in his takeover attempt. Musk announced a potential deal in a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on April the 14th after turning down a potential board seat on the company. The billionaire, who also controls Tesla, first disclosed a stake of about 9% on April the 4th. Tesla shares fell about 1.8% when the news was shared. Twitter said that its board would review the proposal and any response would be in the best interest of all Twitter stockholders. Well, the bid is the most high-stakes clash yet between Musk and the social media platform. The executive is one of Twitter's most watched firebrands, often tweeting out memes and taunts to his more than 80 million followers. He's been vocal about changes he'd like to consider imposing at the social media platform, and the company offered him a seat on the board following the announcement of his $3.35 billion stake. Musk immediately began appealing to his fellow users about prospective moves, from turning Twitter's San Francisco headquarters into a homeless shelter and adding an edit button for tweets to granting automatic verification marks to premium users. One tweet suggested Twitter might be dying given that several celebrities with high numbers of followers rarely tweet. And seemingly, Elon Musk intends to change how the giant social media platform operates. He has now launched a full takeover because he's not satisfied with the influence that comes with being Twitter's largest investor, and also because he's one of the few individuals who can afford it outrightly. He's currently worth approximately $260 billion compared with Twitter's market valuation of about $37 billion. But then the takeover isn't going to be as simple as people might think. There are a lot of things to consider. So keep watching as we figure out how Elon Musk will get the cash to buy Twitter and the nitty-gritties of the potential deal. Stay tuned, guys. So although Musk is the world's richest person, how he will find $43 billion in cash has yet to be revealed. This becomes a hostile takeover offer which is going to cost a serious amount of cash. He'll have to sell a decent piece of Tesla stock to fund it, or a massive loan against it. Much of Musk's fury against Twitter has been directed against what he perceives as censorship by the platform. In a letter to Twitter's board alongside details regarding his offer, Musk said he believes Twitter will neither thrive nor serve its free speech societal imperative in its current form. So he believes that Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company. All of this follows Musk's ongoing battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which has been monitoring his Twitter posts for a very good reason, which is that they move markets. Musk maintained in a court filing that the SEC's oversight seems calculated to chill his exercise of free speech. So despite ample room in which to exercise his speech and aggressively trying to curtail the free speech of some of his critics, Musk evidently feels aggrieved. His Twitter rants and raves have been widely ranging and unfettered. One explanation for Musk's sensitivity might be found in his liberal leanings. Belated efforts by social media platforms to constrain some of the most virulent forms of political propaganda have raised the hackles of that crowd along with far-rightists and Trump loyalists. So Musk is offering a 54% premium over the January 28th closing price, the date after which he began building his initial stake in Twitter. The takeover attempt is unlikely to be a drawn-out process, but Musk believes that if the deal doesn't work, then he might have to reconsider his position as a shareholder. Last week, Musk disclosed that he had acquired a 9.2% stake, later revised to a 9.1% stake in Twitter, worth around $3 billion. The acquisition made Musk the social media company's largest shareholder, prompting its CEO, Parag Agrawal, to offer him a seat on Twitter's board. A key caveat of the boardroom seat was that Musk would have to agree to acquire no more than 14.9% of the company, shielding Twitter from a hostile takeover. Musk eventually turned down the offer. The billionaire has repeatedly accused Twitter of failing to adhere to free speech principles and undermining democracy. Musk informed Twitter's board over the previous week that he thought the company should be taken private. Some analysts believe that the $54.20 per share offer is too low for shareholders or the board to accept, adding that the company's shares hit $70 less than a year ago. Although Musk said his offer was the best and final, it opens the gates to rivals either to team up with or outbid his offer. Oracle CEO Larry Ellison, also on the board of Tesla, previously attempted to buy a stake in social media platform TikTok. Musk has hired Morgan Stanley as his advisor for the bid. The offer price also includes the number 420, widely recognized as a coded reference to marijuana. He also picked $420 as the share price for possibly taking Tesla private in 2018, a move that brought him scrutiny from the SEC. There will be a host of questions around financing, regulatory, balancing Musk's time in Tesla and SpaceX in the coming days, according to Dan Ives, an analyst at Wedbush. But ultimately, based on this filing, it's a now or never bid for Twitter to accept. Musk says that he invested in Twitter as he believes in its potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe, and he believes free speech is a societal imperative for a functioning democracy. However, since making his investment, he now realizes the company will neither thrive nor serve his societal imperative in its current form, and thus Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company. As a result, he's offering to buy 100% of Twitter for $54.20 per share in cash, a 54% premium over the day before he began investing in Twitter, and a 38% premium over the day before his investment was publicly announced. The offer is Musk's best and final offer. If it's not accepted, he would need to reconsider his position as a shareholder. Musk believes that Twitter has extraordinary potential, which he intends to unlock. Now, Twitter, unlike other public tech companies like Facebook and Google, doesn't have a financial structure that gives its founders and management control of the company without owning a majority of its shares. So in theory, if enough investors who own Twitter shares want to accept Musk's bid, he'll own the company. So there's no way of telling what's really going to happen in the near future. Musk says his offer is a one-time only thing, and we can't really tell if he's bluffing. But again, he's Elon Musk. So taking him at his word, even if those are words he writes in a securities filing, isn't advisable. But what we do know for sure is that he has all the intentions to buy Twitter. Twitter, for what it's worth, does have to take Musk at least seriously. The company put out a release saying that they saw his offer and will consider it. It's also likely that they knew this was coming. But now the big question is, will they sell to Elon Musk? What do you think about this? Please share your opinions via the comments section. Once again, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.